Well. Greetings, salutations. How we doing? It is the McCrazy Talk Podcast, Season 1, Episode
6.
6.
Whoa.
6.
We are still looking for subscribers, and we're available on all the platforms, especially iTunes and Spotify. My name is Mark McCrazy.
I'm Indy B.
DJ Menace.
Longtime morning team decided to do a podcast about one of the things that we were really popular when we were doing mornings, and that is the stupid news stories we share. With the news cycle being so ridiculous, with politics and with racist hating,
Right.
we decided that we would do a podcast on all the stupid stories that you would normally see if our political world wasn't so crazy.
Yeah, you used to catch these stories on the news. Not so much now.
Not so much.
We got them for you, though.
But we're going to reunite you with these stories. In today's podcast, we'll be talking about a few things. Like, I remember all of my worst whoopings, right?
Right.
But I never got one for doing this. I'll share with you that story.
Oh, boy.
If you think you have problems, this one man in New York City wants you to shut up. Just shut up. Okay? Especially after you find out what happened to his penis.
Oh.
And how much is the tooth fairy paying nowadays? All this will be answered in today's McCrazy Talk.
Good question. That's a good question.
Well,
Yeah,
let's talk about the tooth fairy first, shall we?
Okay.
So when I was a kid, 50 cent was like, wow, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
2 quarters?
Yeah. $1 would be like, wow, this must have been a bicuspid or an incisor. Right now, tooth fairy is giving out on average, any guesses?
$20.
$20 a tooth, yeah.
We are in the middle of a recession, even though Trump says we're not. You're wrong. The tooth fairy actually gave out an average of $3.70.
Oh.
Per tooth.
Yes, per tooth. Yes.
Who did this study? How did they know that?
But they say this is a 43% decline from the previous year's average of $4.13.
Oh, Trump is ruining everything.
Well, I tell you, all this winning, I just can't take it anymore. Well, there's police in Daytona Beach. They're looking for a burglar who made off with $1,200 in treats from a boardwalk concession stand. The man was caught on video stealing 9 gallons of ice cream, 3 trays of caramel apples, 3 trays of candy apples, 12 bags of cotton candy, get it right, 6 2-liter bottles of soda, 13 boxes of candy, 2 boxes of Oreos, 4 boxes of Twinkies, and 4 boxes of frozen bananas.
Yeah, he's going to have a hell of a
How?
party.
How did he?
Well, guess what he's doing
stole a
with
cart?
What?
They saw him handing out treats to people that walked by.
You shouldn't have to pay for this stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Steal from the rich, give to the poor.
Yeah, it's a regular Candy Robin Hood right there, right?
Yeah.
2 women in New Jersey that are also in our ridiculous news today on McCrazy Talk. Why? Because they allegedly stole a baby stroller and left a child behind. They've been arrested in Jersey. A group of 3 women and children entered a baby store, and they went to grab a stroller. But,
It had a baby in it?
well, they had the baby in tow. One of the women ended up coming back after realizing one of the children was left behind.
I thought you were saying they went to steal a stroller and had a baby, so they left it behind. No, they left their own damn baby
They
behind?
left the
Put
own
the
baby
baby
behind.
down to steal a stroller.
Yeah, so they all
don't
get in
need
the
the
car.
stroller now?
They're all high-fiving each other. We got it. Wow. Wait. Where's Morgan? Uh-oh. I thought you had Morgan. I don't know where she is.
That's stupid.
This is another case of, I know this is wrong, but I understand. A man in Florida threatened another man with a machete for a really good reason. It's because the man forgot to flush the toilet.
I'm with that.
Victim said the man pointed the machete in the face of him and threatened to chop him with the weapon. So when police were called to the home, the man told them, hey, shit happens. Direct quote. He was arrested and charged with aggravated assault.
I'm lucky my wife does not have any weapons.
Oh, my God, Menace.
Are you a forget to flush her?
No, I'm just
Ooh, that's disgusting.
every now and then.
I've had a roommate like that. Let me tell you, that makes you want to fight.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
My mom does that, but only with number 1. I'm like,
I don't
Mom,
like
just
that.
flush it.
Yeah.
What's wrong? What?
Or shaving the water.
Well, remember Michelle, who used to work with us? Michelle V.
Yeah.
Very famous lady. She used to preach that all the time. Don't flush for 1p.
Yeah.
What? I don't want to walk in and see yellow in the toilet. I'm
If it's
sorry.
yellow,
No.
make it yellow. If it's brown, flush it down. No, flush it all down. I don't give a damn what it is. Wow.
That's gross.
Let's see what we have here. Oh, I tell you, Michael Jackson's in the headlines, not just a part of that Dave Chappelle special.
Oh my gosh, dude got 2 new charges.
Well, a drunk man was arrested for picking a fight with a Michael Jackson impersonator. Yeah, he says, listen, I'm accusing you of promoting Jackson and the molestation of the kids that his victims.
Ooh.
So he decided to yell at the impersonator and try to pick a fight with him. Of course, the man was drunk, and he's been arrested on disorderly conduct.
I saw a video of a dude in the club ignorantly booing a DJ who was playing R. Kelly Ignition. He was standing in the DJ's face just yelling, boo!
By himself, looking like an idiot.
But in all honesty, why is he playing R. Kelly songs?
Yeah, for real. That's what I'm saying.
But Michael didn't molest those boys.
So it's been a very interesting week for chicken sandwiches.
Week.
Man,
the greatest
I'm
time
over
ever
it.
in the history of chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, well, it all depends. If you're a Popeyes worker, not so much. They say these Popeyes workers are catching hell. Yeah, people are yelling at them, angry at them. At one point, the Popeyes people even said, we've run out of sandwiches. Don't know when we'll be getting more.
Yeah.
Glad you really like them, but don't come to us no more. Just come get yourself some of these chicken strips, some of this dirty rice, these dry-ass biscuits. But if you're looking for a chicken sandwich, we ain't got no more.
They better put those strips between two pieces of bread and say, here you go.
It's actually been a really good week for chicken because also KFC. They went ahead and did some sort of faux chicken.
Meatless.
Oh, yeah. Beyond chicken.
And they say they sold out of that everywhere, too.
The
faux
line
chicken
was crazy.
Wow.
But it was only at one KFC. Unlike every
Yeah, it was just
Popeyes
a
on
test.
earth became madness.
Well, that test worked, and now they're going to roll it out. KFC is also starting to serve sides by the scoop, not by the carton, so you can make mashups of sides in one containers. Let me get a scoop of gravy, a scoop of mashed potatoes, a scoop of corn. Go ahead and give me a scoop
Mac
of them
and cheese.
green beans in there.
Mix it all up.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I'll tell you what's disgusting is their Cheetos sandwich.
I saw that. I thought that was a fake meme. That was
What
real?
a joke.
You tried it?
Yes.
It's not so tasty?
No, and let me tell you what they do clearly. What they do is they'll open a bag of Cheetos at some point in the day to put them on the sandwiches, but then they don't close that bag.
Because it's stale.
So
They're stale.
the Cheetos are hard as hell.
Wow. Wow. Well, take note.
I don't know what I expected buying a Cheetos chicken sandwich.
Right. You can make that at home yourself. Buy your own Cheetos.
Speaking of fast food, a man punches a McDonald's worker because his order took too long. That's the argument. Order took too long. I've been waiting here for the sandwich. I tell you, man, let me tell you, these fast food workers are catching hell right now.
They don't, The social media era, too, because people are always trying to trip on them and record it and do funny things.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. Well, if you have problems, this one man in New York wants you to shut up, especially after you find out what happened to his penis. 28-year-old man managed to get himself in the hospital after being shot. Medics treated the bleeding from the head of his penis and found an entry and an exit hole.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, what?
They also found a wound on his thigh, which an x-ray revealed was the final resting point of the bullet. Guess when he pulled his pants down, tink, 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 there's the bullet.
Oh, it came out the front? Oh, wait.
It went completely through the wang, Indy, and
The-
landed in the thigh.
the tip of the wang.
In and out.
After a repair of the wound, the man is still fully functional, except it's kind of like the Leaning Tower of Pizza.
Now it's not a cyclops. Now it has
I
two
have a
eyes.
penis, but that hurt me. Oh,
Now they have two urethras.
that's
my
painful.
Gosh, jeez, poor guy.
That's awful.
And you're mad because you're not getting good cell phone service in your house. Shut up.
That's a shame.
Did you hear about what happened with this cop in Maryland? Let me tell you, these customers at this McDonald's was giving this cop the business. Why? Because the cop had walked behind the counter and started making his own McFlurry. You see that?
Just did it.
Yeah. And they start getting on him like it's madness. Listen. Uh-oh. Hold on one second.
A sergeant.
Behind McDonald's with no gloves on, licking a smoothie. You a whole officer. What the you doing behind the
My smoothie.
This your McDonald's?
First of all,
This
did
ain't
you
your McDonald's.
did you pay for it? Did you pay for
Get
it?
your whole supervisor up here. Watch what the I
Hey, get
do.
a supervisor over here. What's your badge and name,
Watch
sir?
what I do.
What's your badge number?
Hey, watch what I do.
Get your supervisor over here.
You a bad ass. Ain't never
Hey, I
seen
am
no like this. Oh, I know you don't gotta tell me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your badge number and your name?
Why are you reporting me this is
Man, all that is irrelevant.
Cause it ain't yours.
It's a public lobby, ain't
It's
it?
public.
Yeah, this is.
Well,
Yeah, it
where's the
is.
owner?
It's not.
Where's the
Yeah.
owner at?
Number right here.
Right.
301.
You about to call the
Can
owner
you read?
for Mr. Horner.
These fools give him the business all the way out into the parking lot. They call him everything but Officer Jones. You hear me?
But they're the customer. They're not even workers or the manager. Like if the manager cared, then I could.
Those weren't employees.
No, those
No.
were customers.
They giving him a hard time saying, why gives you the right to walk behind the counter, make your own McFlurry, and jump in front of everybody in line?
Because the employees let them do it.
Right. He giving them a hard time, too.
All
boy.
that's irrelevant.
Wow.
Got your badge number over McFlurry. Dang.
They straight shamed his ass, though, too.
And you gonna put M&Ms on top? And you gonna put M&Ms on
okay.
top?
That's what we doing.
Okay, yeah. Now you done went too far. All right, so here's something. I remember pretty much all the beatings I've had in my life.
I'm sure you do. Yeah.
I've left my book bag on the bus once. Mm-hmm. That was a whooping. Called my sister a bitch and my mom heard me.
Oh, yeah. Miss Trudy don't play that.
That was a bad one. I remember that one. But I never got spanking for this. And this really, and a lot of times I see people getting a spanking. I'm like, yo, you don't call the protective services on these people. Like, stop it. Mm-hmm. This lady though, she went too far. A woman in Florida. Was arrested after she spanked a 7-year-old girl with a belt because the girl refused to pick up a cockroach. Yeah.
What?
29-year-old woman took one of the girl's father's belts, then spanked her, right? Then took off the girl's pants under his pants and hit her bare butt with her hand and then told her she hated her.
Something's not
Told her
right
she
there.
hated her.
Something's
Yep.
not right with
Then
her.
she left the girl unattended for an hour while she went to the dog groomers. This is where you need to go to jail.
Yeah. What's wrong with her?
Everything.
I'm not picking up though. I would have had to get a whooping too. I'm not picking up no roach.
you're like psychologically messing with the kid too with all that I hate you.
I hate
stuff.
you, yeah. Ooh, this world,
I
boy.
got a 41-year-old wife at home won't pick up a dead cockroach either. I got to do that.
This
apparently.
lady didn't want to pick up the dead cockroach.
She's clearly mentally
I
ill.
have to do it apparently.
Yeah, mine. Yeah, me too. If there's ever been a dead cockroach in my life, it's been my responsibility. What's going on with plastic surgeons? Woman leaves a plastic surgeon's office without paying for $2,000 worth of treatment. Houston woman accused of going into plastic surgeon's office, getting $2,000 in services, and walked right out the front door, right past the front office lady.
Let me go get my purse.
Fuck your copay.
Like they don't have her information to find her.
That's what makes it stupid.
Doesn't matter, Andy. She left with them lips.
The doctor decided to post a photo on Facebook of the woman that was taking pride in the procedure. But I'm sure she's a totally different looking woman now.
She said, I ain't got it. Bye.
I ain't got it. Sorry.
Now she looks surprised constantly.
What's the guy that played for FSU that stole all them crab legs?
Jameis Winston.
Well, this mother and daughter team did a Jameis Winston. They went to a grocery store in Memphis and they were arrested for stealing hundreds of dollars worth of crab legs. The duo stuffed hundreds of dollars worth of food into a purse, and when the store manager tried to stop them, she went upside their head and got away.
Are they on the loose? These crab thieves?
I believe so. Well, no, hold on. It looks like they were apprehended. They were charged with theft of property and assault. They're set to face a judge.
See, when you're not a quarterback at a major university, you can't just be stealing.
Can't be stealing crab
You
legs.
couldn't go to jail.
And I think that happens more often than we think. With crab legs, I remember back in the day when they got popular, those Alaskan crab legs.
Oh, yeah.
People were like,
I think that's stupid, though. You don't steal crab legs. You steal lobster tails.
yeah, exactly.
If you're gonna go for
Then
it,
we're going to go for it. Go big or go home. Oh, boy. Guy that was a former Macy's store employee, he broke in. And he was hiding in the ceiling with stolen cash. So I guess he stuck around after, closing time. Right. And then he hid. And then he decided to steal from the money that was left behind there,
Right.
safe and in the till. He was a former loss prevention employee, and he had a set of keys. Decided to hide himself into the ceiling. But of course, there's cameras around, and then when they got the alarms that went off, they sent them canines in there. And them canines, they don't play.
they don't arrest you nicely. That's for sure.
No, they don't.
Got him.
Actually, I got to be honest with you. I think I'd rather get arrested by a dog than some of these cops out here.
50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Okay, so did you hear about this TV host? Yeah, there was a segment on television where they were talking about the new monkey at the zoo or something like that. Was that what they were doing?
They were talking about, there was
Some
something with
gorilla
the
or
zoo.
something. Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's some gorilla, right?
Yeah, and a picture of the gorilla came up on the screen.
And so it's in Oklahoma City, and it's two anchors. One's a white lady, one's a black man. And while they're bantering, talking about, oh, the gorilla, blah, 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 kind of looks like you, right, Chuck? Or whatever his name is.
Wow.
Kind of looks like you, right, Darnell?
And then let me tell you. And he's like, yeah, I guess.
Like, what do you do in that situation? He couldn't do anything but giggle.
You racist bitch.
Then he wouldn't have a job.
Right there on the 6 o'clock news.
What'd you say?
Kelly, you racist bitch.
He got back on her.
Fuck you say, ho?
You know, that's when he loses that anchor voice.
Right, exactly.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a cute gorilla. Yeah, it kind of looks like you. Bitch, what the fuck wrong with you?
Get me out of this country ass town.
I remember that
kind of
video.
shit flying in my mouth.
That was a funny video.
Well, listen, she did an apology. And I don't know how sincere it is. I'm not going to play you the whole thing, but I'll let you hear a piece of it, and then you can tell me. Yeah.
I'm here this morning because I want to apologize, not only to my coworker, Jason, but to our entire community. I said something yesterday that was inconsiderate, it was inappropriate, and I hurt people. And I want you to know, I understand how much I hurt you out there and how much I hurt you. I love you so much, and you have been one of my best friends for the past year and a half, and I would never do anything on purpose to hurt you. And I love.
All right, that's all I can take.
I don't think she did it on purpose.
But here's something. Right? She's sitting there and she's got the whole, I'm choked up and I'm really bothered by it and now I'm the victim. Right? All that shit. But the whole time she's doing this crying, she ain't wipe her eyes once. She full of shit.
Susan Smith, crocodile tears.
Yeah, you know what she's upset about? You know she's regretful? That her job is in question.
Yes, exactly.
I think she was sincere. Don't do her like that.
Okay. Calling somebody a black person a monkey is a conscious decision. Guy broke into a business in Toronto last week, and while he was inside, for some reason, he Xeroxed his face and then left the copy behind. So the cops know what he looked like, and they're trying to track him down.
See, he wanted to go to jail.
I swear, some folks want to go to
He just
jail.
wanted to go.
He's playing games with the police.
Here's a question that I think is a really interesting question, right? Here's something that some people are like, no, I don't ever clean that. You guys clean that? I don't clean that. What do you think that could possibly be? I didn't know you're supposed to clean that. This is ridiculous, in my opinion. Not everyone cleans the bottom of their dishes.
And I think that applies to men. Women, we always clean the bottom of dishes.
Well, the bottom of your dishes is resting on the top of another dish.
Well, I think because I read it too,
Oh,
that
I
they're
ain't
talking
think of
about
that.
they're talking about everything, pots and everything. You know, people don't normally turn pots over. And,
But think of a
guys,
plate.
guys.
Your plate is resting on top of a fresh plate.
Right.
Yep.
Right? Now, here's something I've been accused of because I'm somewhat of a germaphobe. You know what I have done at restaurants? Because I do not think the employees do this. They don't wipe down them salt and pepper shakers.
No, they don't. I don't touch them. I take my napkin and use it.
Yeah, because I think that, folks got barbecue sauce and they licking their fingers, and then they grab the damn salt and pepper shaker.
Now, it depends on the restaurant, though, because I believe Papa Do's cleans all of this.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
every
Papa
day.
Do's, maybe Cheesecake Factory,
Yeah.
Applebee's.
Not so much. Yeah.
What were you doing?
Waffle
at,
House?
What were you doing at Applebee's
Oh,
in the
definitely
first
not
place?
Waffle House.
You can't live life like that, though.
Definitely not.
I was in the mood for a riblet.
Ew.
And you're worried about germs. Eating riblets.
I only go there for the drinks.
Oh,
drinks.
I've heard about them drinks, too.
What about them?
Just the way they mix them up in them big old paint buckets.
Hey,
They do.
Let me
They
tell
do.
you. Let me tell you a story. Right, this is a true story that when I was doing mornings in Austin, we were talking about, things that happened to you at a restaurant, disgusting things. And this lady called up and told me this story about how she was at this one pizza buffet, and she had complained to the manager that there was a roach. Look, there's a roach. It's crawling up the wall.
Ew.
So she told the manager, like, you need to probably get that roach. So he's like, oh, he grabs a tray.
Hits the roach.
Bap! Hits the roach. Roach falls to the ground. He wipes the back of the tray down and then put it back with the other tray.
Never eating there again.
She told me that story about 10 years ago on the radio, and I don't forget it.
That's disgusting.
That's really disgusting.
What restaurant was that?
It was a pizza buffet. I'm not sure which one it was.
Yeah. I don't trust any buffets.
I don't really trust a sneeze guard either.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially since the kids are eye level.
Yeah, and they coughing
sneezing right
and
under it.
Yeah, they sneezing right on the
touching
bourbon
stuff. They touching it.
Fried rice got all kind of stuff on it.
Like, I never let my kids play in the balls at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, no ear infection for you. Speaking of kids, parents, you got to do a better job of keeping your pot away from the kids. They say 91% of parents keep their pot out of reach, whatever that means, but only 67% have it stored in a locked location.
Yeah,
Well, you don't really expect your kid to even know.
I don't really
what
lock it up.
is.
No, these kids are smart, man.
They are.
These
Depends
kids
on
are
how
smart.
old they are. You know, if you're 5, I
I'm
may
at
leave
the-
it on the table.
I'm at the point now where I have to be like Houdini-like with the way I hide this stuff.
Hide it in something inside
Oh,
of something
yeah.
else, inside of something else.
Christmas gifts, all that
Because if
shit.
she finds it, here comes the Dad.
What?
I found this speech.
Yeah. It's the devil's lettuce, baby. You don't want any of that. You don't want any of that. Oh, jeez.
Why gotta be the devil?
It's the devil's lettuce.
That's a pretty good name, though. Andy.
You like
I
that?
it.
It's
I
not
like
bad.
it. If you came out with your own strand,
Right.
run with that.
It's the devil's lettuce. North Carolina woman brought meth into a courthouse while making an appearance to see a judge over a meth drug charge.
Sounds
Wait,
about
what?
right. She
Woman-
brought meth.
Yeah, a woman put her belongings through a metal detector. When the items were being scanned, officers found a round container that contained meth. What is this? The woman was immediately identified, immediately arrested and charged with possession of meth and possession of drug paraphernalia.
See, she was stressed out about her court date. She knew when she got
No,
done, she
she's
was
a
gonna
meth
smoke.
addict. She's a meth addict.
No, she's a meth head.
Yeah, meth head's gonna meth.
Yeah, exactly. She's real methy.
Oh.
The missing teeth always gives it away. And the lack of, drive to do anything. So, Indy, you're a Cancer.
Yes, I am.
Menace, you're a Capricorn.
Cap.
And I'm a Scorpio.
Okay.
They did this depending on your placement in astrology. It really has a direct tie with how you handle incompetence and incompetent people.
Okay.
And I read these and I know your personality types and I'm thinking, well, maybe this rings true, but I'll let you guys analyze it as well.
Okay.
Fair enough? Mm-hmm. Okay. So how do you handle incompetence? Indy, I'll start with you. Cancers will try to have empathy for the incompetent person, right? Mm-hmm. You don't want to hurt the person. You're kind, and on some level, you kind of know what the incompetent person is going through, so you have high empathy. Is that correct?
95% of the time.
I can hear that
Yeah.
in Indy. I've known her long
95.
enough, yeah.
Menace, the Capricorn. If you're working with somebody who's incompetent, the Capricorn will try to help them improve. Right? It looks like they take pride in one's work, and you will actually try to help them be better at what they're doing here. You obviously don't know what you're doing. Let me go ahead and teach you a little bit. Let me get you on game.
5% of the time, that is accurate.
Okay, so that's wrong. Well, maybe you're more like me, and I'm the Scorpio. And how do we deal with incompetent? Drives us nuts, can't stand.
That's you, Mark.
Hard,
oh my gosh.
hard for them to keep calm and not blow up.
Boy, when that jaw starts moving, I know it's coming.
I'm like, yo, incompetent ass, why are you doing this job? Seriously.
Yes, that's
Like,
you, Mark.
If I go to the store,
That's you.
I never forget I was at a drugstore, and this lady was behind the counter, and she's ringing me up, and she's just fucking everything up. And I just said, I mean, after a while, I just said to her, I said, maybe you should grab somebody to help you. She goes, no, I need to learn. I'm like, well, don't learn on my ass. I got shit to do.
Oh, man.
I mean, you just hear the register, beep, beep, beep. No, that's not it. Oh my God, lady.
I know it was
Seriously.
driving you crazy.
Like, come on now.
I couldn't imagine standing there with you. I would have left. I'm like, I can't,
You know what?
I can't deal with Mark right now.
I'm pretty good at moments like that. Where I don't like dumb or incompetence is on the road. Like I get frustrated within 30 seconds of leaving my house.
You ever been in the car with this guy in the
Not in bad traffic.
Don't do it, Indy.
It doesn't even have to be traffic. Everybody's a dickhead. Everybody. Everybody who doesn't drive the way he drives is a dickhead. Everybody.
That sounds like me.
I'm like, Mark, dang, he's just trying to switch lanes, you know?
And on that note, that's another McCrazy Talk podcast.
Everybody.
Old ladies,
Everybody.
people with handicap placards. I don't give a damn.
Why you doing that, dickhead?
Dickhead!